Hello ladies, welcome. Well done for joining. We are going to be doing full body today to help you feel stronger overall and so that you can feel like you're more capable, more resilient throughout your day. Now, I have to be honest, I was not wanting to come here today. I was not wanting to train. I did everything I could to not do this, to procrastinate. I went to I did food shopping, I hoovered through the house because I looked at the floor and thought, oh no, I can't do it yet, it's not clean. I even emptied out the hoover from all of the rubbish, which I hate doing. Anything to delay actually doing a workout. And then I thought, I'm going to share this because I've committed to myself, I've put it in the diary and I'm committed to doing it. And I've committed to you as well. And I can't rely on motivation. If I relied on motivation, I would never work out, or very, very rarely. So in the diary, do it. And I know I always feel better after doing it. So if you are someone who has just delayed and procrastinated and was like, I can't manage 10 minutes, I see you. Well done for being here. Just do a minute and then see how you go. If you feel like you can handle more, do more. You'll find that because you're here, then you're likely to do the whole 10 minutes. So all you need is a mat. This is a no equipment, full body workout, and we're good to go. Please put on your music. This is like get you going, get you happy, get you motivated. I want you to enjoy your workouts. I want you to have fun. So get the music on that you love listening to. If you've got children around, brilliant, use them as weights. Let's get going. So we're going to do, there's 8 exercises we are going to do. 45-second work with a 15-second rest, so a little bit faster, and I will explain as much as I can at the beginning of every exercise so that you can really focus on your technique. That's key. I just want you to focus on making sure that you are feeling the right areas that you should be feeling and that you're not going to injure yourself. We're going to start off with an activation of the TA with our breath. I have got a full video of how to do this, so I'll share in the description below. We're just going to do a simple one for 1 minute, just so that you can connect to your core, so that you actually feel the exercises when you're moving throughout the workout. So let's start off with just a minute of this TA breath, and I'll make sure it is a minute. So lying on your back, feet hip distance apart, you're going to relax and just let your body go. Relax the shoulders. We know you're holding tension up there. And you just want to place your hands on your ribs, thumbs behind you at your back. And I want you to think about every time you breathe out in, you want to push out onto the mat. So breathe in and your ribs are pushing onto the mat to expand. And then as you breathe out, you're going to activate these lower abs, this lower TA, like a little flutter. So breathe in, push your back on the mat, breathe out, activate your lower abs. It's like a flattening sensation or drawing the hips, bones together without squeezing your glutes, without pushing into the ground. If you are pushing into the ground, bring your feet further out so your toes come up and you're resting on your heels. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your pelvic floor will naturally lift when you breathe out, but you can actually add a little pulse to that as well. So keep going, breathing in, pushing them down into the mat, breathing out, activating this lower abs here. This is the hard bit that we struggle to get. If you struggled to do that, please watch that video that I mentioned just a moment ago. We are going to get started with our 8 exercises, starting off in a squat. So I'll be standing. So let me get the timer going. And let's go. So natural hip distance apart, weight in the heels, ding, to go. We want to make sure that you're not really archy in your lower back. You're going to feet natural hip distance apart, trying to keep your toes straight forward. If you can't, that's okay, but that's the asymmetries that we want to work on. Planting your feet down into the ground, making sure your toes don't lift, making sure your heels don't lift. You're going to keep going. I'm hoping that every time you come down, you can feel that lower core working, and then you breathe in on the down, out on the up. In on the down, out on the up. There's a lot to think about here, but the more you do workouts with me, the more it will sink in. 15 seconds. So we're going to do jumps now. Jump squats. Please don't worry if you've got a prolapse. I do too, pelvic floor issues. We're going to do options for you. This is actually great for pelvic floor. So down, and you can come up, just a little pulse on the toes. Or you can do a full jump squat. You can also do a split stance. You know when you're on a trampoline and you start leaking? Try doing a split stance like this. And notice, if you feel less vulnerable in your pelvic floor when you do that, you can also just come back to doing squats if that jump is too much for you, okay? You find what works for you. Keep going, wait for the ding. I'm just checking what we're doing next. It's a long 45 seconds, eh? Keep going. There you go, 15-second rest. We're into geckos. On our tummy, on our front, you're kind of lay like this, straight down, and you're pushing up with your whole entire body. Breathe in, breathe out. You can come up onto your knees if you struggle to do that movement, but you kind of want to lift your whole entire body. You can also come into push-ups. If geckos are too much, then you can come down to push-ups, release, squeeze into the back, breathe out as you push away. Breathe in, squeeze in the back, breathe out as you push away. Finding your options and doing them. Bridges next. I decided to wear a long sleeve thermal for a workout. Not again. Bridges lying on your back like we were with our TA activation. Pivot that pelvis so that you come up. If you don't feel this in your glutes, think about dragging your heels towards your bum. Not actually doing it. I don't want you to walk your feet towards your bum. I want you to try and drag your feet towards your bum so you activate the backs of the legs. Up and down. God, you can hear me being knackered, can't you? Oh, anyone will think this is a workout. So you can get workouts in for 10 minutes, yeah? Tell me that you're not feeling good right now. Get that squeeze in your butt. If you have weight, if you've got children, pop them on here. You can get a little raise in those glutes. Next exercise, plank. I want you to think about, you're just going to curl up in the pelvis. It's on your knees, you're curling up. It's like a crunch. And you come down, curl up again. You're curling to try and look at your knees. Breathe in, breathe out as you're curling up. Breathe out as you're curling up. You should feel this in that lower TA. If you feel like that's not enough for you and you're not gripping into your top ribs, then you can come up to full plank as long as you curl up. Oh, you ran out of time anyway. Yeah, for the next time. Superman, so on your tummy, we're working in the lower back. Arms out to the side, we're just literally going to keep our feet on the ground. Up and down. Slow and controlled, please. No quick movements. We are strengthening the back. If you want more, you can lift your feet as well. This is more of a back bend. Please listen to your body. If this is too much, you can literally just come here. That's a little back bend for you. Work with what you can handle today. Ooh, Supermans. They are Superman. Let me just find what we're doing next. Keep going. Reverse lunge. Oh yeah, we're finishing with reverse lunge off each leg. If you struggle here, you're going to do a split squat. So reverse lunge, standing on the left leg, and you're literally going to step back, keeping hip distance apart, no tightrope. Hip distance apart as you try and get your knee to the ground. Weight in your heels on this front foot. We're doing a split squat right now, so if you want more, you actually come into this reverse lunge. I'll show you from the front, feet hip distance apart. We are not tight roping. If you struggle with balance here and you're all over the place, please just stick with a split squat, up and down. You can also hold onto a wall. Weight in the heels on that front foot. Keep going. One more exercise. I should have adjusted the camera so you can see my head, but you don't need to maybe. The other leg now. So standing on your right leg, spreading your toes. You're going to come into either a reverse squat, a reverse lunge, or a split squat. And you can hold a wall if you need that for stability. Keep the weight in your heels on that front foot, spreading your toes. Ooh. Up and down, round and round. That's what makes the world go round. What's that song from? Keep going as I sweat in my thermal vest. We're done. Please just stick around just to do a little cat and cow. I will show you what that is. I'm just going to pause so that the buzz doesn't freak you out. On all fours, you're just going to dip down, head up, push up through your chest, making sure that you're not rib flaring, big rib flare. You can tell I'm a recovering rib flarer, can't you? As you curl up, breathing out. I want you to focus on when you curl up in cat, push up through the restricted area. If you feel it's tricky to come up through this part of the spine, try and push up through it. If you feel it's tricky to come up through here, try and push up through it. We want to push up through our restrictions to try and get them moving again so that we feel better. Do as many as you need there, and then you can slink down into child's pose. Thank you for joining me today. Please do your thing, share with other people, and don't tell them how worn out I am, because I shouldn't have done it in thermal vest.